Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of ADT Fishing. In this video I got kind of a big announcement, so just make sure that you watch till the end of the video to make sure that you get the most of it. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Alright everyone, so basically in this episode I'm announcing something kind of big, but before I get too ahead of myself, basically I want to apologize for any quality issues I have with this video. Kind of recorded it once before but had a bunch of audio issues, so I'm kind of recording it again, make sure I can kind of get it right. Unfortunately it's a little bit rushed, so the quality might be a little bit off. So, but yeah, anyways, to get to it, basically today I want to announce something that I'm going to be calling Crankbait July, which is a challenge for myself and hopefully for you guys. So basically I'm trying to get more comfortable with certain baits, and I think the best way to do that is just kind of hunker down with one bait or like a variety of baits and stuff. So basically what I'm going to do is the entire month of July I'm going to fish mostly with crankbaits. I mean, I might do a couple other videos of doing some other stuff, but the main bait I'm going to be fishing with is a crankbait. I'm always going to have one tied on. Hopefully by the end of July I've gotten more confident with crankbaits and I could throw them a little bit better with a lot more luck. So but anyways, like I said, I'm hoping this challenge goes to you guys as well. Basically, I'm going to open it up on Instagram using the hashtag Crankbait July. Basically, I want you guys to use this yourselves. I want you to, if you use a crankbait, I want you, if you're posting a picture on Instagram, I want you to use that hashtag Crankbait July. And also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway with it. So there's a little bit of incentive for you guys. So I'm going to be giving away a Sixgill carve reel. I have one here. Yeah, so this is a Sixgill carve reel. I'm going to be giving away one. It's going to be brand new though. It's not going to be used or anything. But you're going to get it basically by winning a contest that we do using the hashtag Crankbait July. So basically the rules of Crankbait July. What I want you guys to do is, number one, you have to use that hashtag Crankbait July. That's how I'm going to track it and make sure things are going on. I want you to also use a picture with the crankbait in it, just so you can make sure like you're actually using the crankbait and not using other means and trying to, get ahead in the contest. Third is you have to follow me on Instagram. I'm just kind of doing this, so there's got to be some sort of guidelines. So, and that's pretty much it. We're going to be basing it off of how many fish you catch during the month of July on crankbaits. So, yeah. So basically what I'm going to be using for the month of July, I've got two combos here set up. The first one is going to be my Sixgill Creus reel. I know it's upside down, but whatever. That's a 6:3-to-1 gear ratio. I've got 12-pound fluorocarbon line on it, and it's on a Cabela's Tournament ZX rod. My old rod, I'm waiting for my new one to come in, so this is what I'm using for now. This is a 7'1" medium action with a moderate tip. So, yeah, got a little bit of pollen in there, of course, but I'm going to be using that for square bills, medium divers, and if I do use any lipless, it'll be with that rod and reel combo as well. The second one I'm using is going to be for deep divers. As you can see, I've got a Logix detonator tied on. This is a Typhoon reel. I just got this the other day. I'm actually pretty happy I got it. This is a 6:5 to 1 gear ratio. I can't really show you too much because I'm in a very tight area here. This also has 12-pound fluorocarbon line on it. I did put a extra large carbon fiber handle on it. It was actually the one off my Deluge. I switched that out with something else as well. It's getting thrown on a 7-foot medium heavy Aculos rod. Again, it's a deep diver, so I don't want anything too light for it, or else basically you're going to be pretty much tiring yourself out the whole day and putting a lot of stress on the rod. So, but yeah. So those are basically what I'm going to be throwing them on. I don't really have anything else I'm going to be throwing crankbaits on. It just doesn't make sense to throw them on too heavy of a rod or too light of a rod. So those are my setups I'm going to be using pretty much for the whole month of July. So again, the whole month of July I'm going to be using crankbaits. I would like you guys to try using crankbaits throughout the month of July as well. Not telling you guys you have to use them the entire month, but just get out there and try them out. Even if you're a beginner fisherman and you've never used crankbaits before, tie them on, give them a try, and see how many fish you can catch. I'll be talking about throughout the month. The whole month is I'm going to try to dedicate mostly to crankbaits. If I do go on like my catfish trip, I might do a video on that too. So that might pop up, during July, but just kind of ignore that from the crankbait challenge. It's not going to be titled or tagged with Crankbait July as well. So basically, use crankbaits throughout the month of July. Throw them, catch fish on them, post pictures on Instagram, use the tag #CrankbaitJuly, and you could win a free reel. I mean, sounds pretty easy, but yeah, we'll give it a try, because basically the way I'm seeing it right now is, although I'm not a professional angler by any means, I've caught some fish on crankbaits. I'd like to kind of expand that and know a little bit more what I'm doing with it, as opposed to some dumb luck. So basically, just I'm going to be using crankbaits as much as possible, give you guys a little bit of tips on them. There's might be some videos coming up with different types of crankbaits, what we use them for, different rods, reels, combos, stuff like that. So I'll definitely talk a little bit more about that in videos coming up, but I want to try to keep this video short. So if you like this video, give it a comment, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, and of course you can dislike the video. Either way, just let me know how you feel about it. That way I can kind of maybe make some better videos, make something that you might enjoy a little bit more. Also subscribe to see what else is going on. Like I said, I mean, there's a lot more videos coming up here. Also, I'd like you guys, if you haven't already, to watch my last video. It's going to be right here. Basically, getting out there catching fish. I use that video to gain a little more confidence in stick baits. So same principle as what we're going to be doing going forward, just different bait. So yeah, again, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Definitely check out my Instagram. I'm going to tag that down in the description below so that you can follow that, because that's going to be part of how you could win this free giveaway. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys.